welcome to DomiNations. My name is Mark, and it's yet another time for some more World War attacks. The World War is almost over, so only 4 or 5, probably 6 hours to go. And I have some things to do later on. Therefore, I have planned to conduct both of my World War attacks now, directly, one after the another. First, okay, I have Teutonic Fury with me, and I think I will aim for enemy number 5. The World War looks pretty much won, but the enemies have still a lot of attacks open, so yeah, probably there will be some change. I don't know. I have not actively followed the World War and all of its events. So enemy number 5 has a really straight Filipino defense coalition, which is, to be honest, one of the most painful ones for me, but I think for most players due to the huge penalty to incoming planes. Let's buy the museum. Oh, okay. All enemy defense towers, all defensive towers damage. Okay, plus 30% damage for defensive towers, so I should not waste my planes, otherwise they are really fast killed. But in general, this is more about a moderate base, so not really only focused for offense or neither for defense. There are some decent values such as plus 30% all defensive towers HP and plus 40% all defensive towers damage, but nevertheless this is not huge. The defense coalition will definitely make me some trouble, therefore I think I will take some lower troop tactics with me. Oh no, so I have too many of those. Hopefully they will help me. And probably some zero planes. Okay, I have also some Chinese some Chinese Fire Lancer army with me. And yeah, let's see enemy number 5 and her, I don't know, the base. Okay. I would call this an alternative layout. Oh, we have high-level generals. We have Hannibal, Strong, and Zhukov, a pain in the ass for me. Most of the defense buildings are pretty low, so only one depot and both bunkers are, I think it is Space Age Max? I think it's Space Age Max. All other buildings are considerably lower, but the base is pretty much spread out, so deploying my deception troops at the very left side and having an open layout, hopefully this time will make all enemy troops get out of the base. Otherwise, probably I will be desperate. So I will use my satellite scan in the very center, even if many players are currently, it seems like a trend to put all of your traps to the outer side to have free spaces inside your base, which looks like perfect locations for traps, but there are actually none, due to the fact that this is not an commander layout, and it also seems pretty, I don't know. Yeah, some aspects of this layout I don't understand, so I think a lot of traps, a considerably huge amount of traps could be over here. I want to avoid triggering a lot of traps, especially barbed wire in the center of the enemy base with my initial decoy, and therefore I will use the satellite scan over there, even if there probably could be no traps. And yeah, I will locate my deception troops to the very left side. Fortunately, we have a lot of high HP buildings to the outer side, such as resource buildings and world wonders, and I think the 50% quick victory should not be the problem. The problem will be to take out the enemy generals. Animal, it's a mix out of enemy and general, and especially due to the fact that we have high penalties to my own planes due to the Filipino level 8 coalition, so I should definitely not underestimate this enemy, especially if my planes are getting killed. This could end in a really disaster. Yeah, keep your fingers crossed and let's see how the attack will be. Yeah, well, that was ridiculous. But simply take a look for yourself. It simply starts right over here. I wasn't completely sure whether it was like I saw, but it was like I saw. So disabling that many traps with my satellite scan really helped me a lot. But when I saw how much damage the armored cars already did to my deception troops, I got slightly scared. And additional to this, my planes dealt, it feels like, no damage. I had a lot of luck that Shukov only went for the protected deception troops, and my Shukov was able to take him out without any problem. The enemy Shukov did not protect him, so that was a huge luck for me. But then I had a really hard time taking out the enemy generals. And then when I'm talking about a really hard time, just look it up. It nearly needs the whole battle until the enemy generals finally died. So it's absolutely annoying. To have high level generals simply makes a base tremendous dimensions stronger than any other defense buildings or troops you can have. There is nothing about playing them in a sensible way if you do not expose them completely to the outer side where you could crush them in the really early stage of a battle. If you only slightly protect your generals and they are high level, you have won probably already, I don't know, it's hard to tell a percentage, but about, let's say, 20 up to 25% of a battle, simply for you, because enemy players will have a hard time to take out the generals. If you have then a decent museum, which is giving penalty to enemy troops and probably activating a Filipino coalition, attacking enemies have no fun. Unfortunately, now the battle gets really slow, and I also did not see the oil refinery at the very left bottom side, so that took me some additional seconds. In sum, I had about 3 minutes and 3 seconds, or slightly above 3 minutes, so anything but not a fast time. But I got 5 stars, so I'm pretty happy actually. So for the second attack, while only enemy number 3 with 4 level 80 generals and a level 8 Filipino coalition, and enemy number 8 are there, I don't think I will have that much luck at enemy number 3. And I do not only want to attack strong enemies, I want primarily to contribute to the Alliance and the Alliance victory. I think it's more sensible for the Alliance to attack enemy number 8 and get probably 5 stars over here than do some ego one-man show, attacking and losing against enemy number 3, and then being demoralized again. So first, the museum. The artifacts are still leveled. We have bomber damage, heavy tank damage, so primarily offense, tower damage, enemy defender spawn time. So actually, yeah, plus 20% all defensive tower hit points. It's mainly an offense museum, which is pretty good for me. But we have again an level 8 Filipino coalition, and I love it. And let's see the base. Oh man, again level 70 generals. It's so annoying. Anyone has level 70 and level 80 generals. And sorry, I'm not sure, but I strongly... what's the word? Doubt that any player which we met so far did this legally. Yeah, it's absolutely not about any player. I mean, everyone can do it legally, obviously, and a lot of players are focusing on them, but it's some kind of weird to see that a lot of players, or it feels like nearly it's a bullshit topic. So let's talk about another thing. We are attacking the space, and again, we have high-level generals. Most of the defense buildings are global age, atomic age so far, so they are not that much of a concern. I have to care about the generals. I think I will deploy my... fortunately, we have, again, an open layout, so I will deploy my deception troops at the very 12 o'clock position to get some more time. Unfortunately, we have the bastions at the northeastern and southeastern side completely exposed, and they are completely locked, so my commandos which will come from this side will slow themselves down pretty initially. We don't have a lot of HP buildings exposed, only at the northwestern and northeastern side, some of them. So I have also to care about the quick victory in about 50%. Placing my sabotage is pretty easy. One next to these four buildings over here, and the other one over here to have the third one as spare. And again, I will have a hard time to get the generals down. So here we have two proper attacks with two different one successful and one unsuccessful locations of the satellite scan. I could have, I've wasted it totally. Can't remember having it wasted completely for one time. So in the past, I always got at least one trap. Now I didn't get any. Also, like I forecasted or anticipated, my commandos at the complete right flank had a hard time. Oh, I didn't see the command post troops. Yeah, actually, that was one answer to a question I never asked. But no commando from the right side seemed to come through. And I also was unable to get the rocket arsenal down. Yeah, at the end, I think it's pretty anticipable what happened. I had not enough time. And I was hoping to get at least some more percentage. At this point of the battle, I was even hoping for 100%. That's why I focused my planes for the generals actually that long. But if I would have called in my planes more earlier for the enemy town center, I would have been able to get 4 stars. But having used my planes too long for the generals, it was not enough time to get the town center down in the end, and I ended up with 3 stars. I also, by the way, looked up my gallery and I found 2 more attacks from the last World War I did not upload, so I simply will cut them to the end at the video, and then you have 4 World War attacks and probably will be 4 times as happy than with only 1. So we'll see us soon, or not soon, we'll see us somewhere. Hopefully you have a good time. See you soon, your domination tips.